Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Plants and Things. Today we're going to show you the rest of our plants. We weren't able to fit them all in the first episode. We were able to show you like our living room plants. Now we're going to show you our bedroom plants. So this is part 2 of our plant tour. So to start it off, we'll start with the citrus here, which is our lemon. We have 2 lemon trees growing plants.
And funny story, we actually decided to take a lemon from the store, cut it in half, and take a couple of those seeds and put them in the ground and see what they did. And they actually became little trees.
So yeah, we did plant these at the same time. You may notice that one is very much smaller than the other one. That is because this guy, they were both outside all summer, and this guy kind of got munched on by something in the middle of the night. And so we decided to cut it down. And I think it focused on its roots for a while because now it just finally started to get leaves here again. So it's coming along, and then obviously the big guy here.
This guy, he has been doing great. Hasn't had anything happen. Maybe lost a couple of leaves here or there, but other than that, he's doing great. If you can see, there's a little growth going on. So they're both a couple of my favorites.
Yep, they're doing great. We can't wait to finally pick something. We'll definitely let you guys follow along with the progress of our lemon trees there. So then the next guy here, over there. This guy, this is our little bit of piece of Colorado that we're bringing back with us when we move across country to Wisconsin. This is our Colorado blue spruce.
Yes.
So yeah, we picked this up at our local gardening market. It was on sale for like $10 or something like that, and we figured, hey, why not? So yeah, we have it planted in here in a little scene. I know it's hard to tell, but we picked some rocks that are red. Red rocks are a pretty big deal here in Denver, just outside Denver that is. So we made a little scene with the Colorado spruce, and yeah, and then we kind of had a question for you guys about how we have this potted. You can see it's kind of pot here. Is this stagnating the growth of this? We've had this for probably about 6 months now, and it hasn't grown vertically at all. Like at all. We have a little line marked on this stick here, and it hasn't grown at all. So I kind of assumed that it was kind of focusing on like the root system down here, or maybe the pot is too small, but we don't really know. So if you guys could let us know what you think in the comments, yeah.
We also know it takes about 60 to 70 years for these things to get full grown. So
right.
We're not going to see anything overnight.
Yeah, so we're not like thinking now. I just want to make sure that we're giving it the best opportunity to get bigger. This is definitely a generational kind of tree that we got here. This is going to be like our kids or great grandkids will finally see this thing be realized. So yeah, let us know what you think. Now it's time to move into our propagation station, so I like to call it. And we will have a separate video, and I will show you our little grow room in our bedroom. How we kind of keep everything growing and heated, and our little seed starting station as well. So, but yeah, this is our golden pothos propagation.
They're basically just little cuttings that we have, and if you want to take one of those guys out, how we start them off is we cut them at what they call eyelets. And it's basically this little junction where one leaf is growing off and the rest of the vine is growing. So you cut it a couple of centimeters out from there, and then a little root will grow.
Yep.
And then once that root has grown, we actually could pot this one now, but we're gonna give it a little more time. But you put it in soil and it'll grow another golden pothos.
So this is kind of a funny comparison right here. These over here were pre us knowing about this method. So these have been planted for about a minute now, while. I mean, almost coming on a year, and they haven't done anything. They're alive, very much so. They're very green, they're very vibrant, but they haven't sprouted anything new. So and I think it's because, we didn't give them yet. We just literally cut them, stuck them in dirt, boom.
Yeah, so I'm assuming they're working on their root growth now.
Yeah, and so yeah, just to show you a comparison again, I don't know if you were able to see, but there was a root on this one. We put these cuttings in probably about a month or less ago, just under a month ago, and they're already forming roots. These have been in soil, getting regularly watered and fertilized for over just about a year now, and they still have not sprouted anything new. So just a little side by side to show you. So yeah, definitely go with the water. There's that. Let's do the succulents. So here's our succulent cuttings.
Basically, what these are leaves that have fallen off our succulents, and now you got to make sure it's a clean cut. You don't want anything that's jagged or ripped off.
Right, that won't work. That's just a dead leaf after that. So make sure it's a clean cut. I'll hold one up that's a clean cut so you can see, but you won't be able to see it probably. But here's a big guy. So I mean, by that I mean you see the leaf is intact. It's fine. It just looks like you plucked it off vertical, straight out, and it was fine. And all you're gonna do is you just kind of lay these down.
You don't want to shove them in the soil.
Don't plant them. You're not planting them. You're just laying them down on cactus mix, and then you're just spritzing them probably twice a day. Once in the morning, once at night. Just keep the soil moist, and you will eventually get a new plant for essentially free, if you will. Now, eventually is 3 to 6 to 9 to almost a year or more. So it can take a while, but it's kind of a fun little experiment. You can actually literally see the roots growing into the soil and a new plant form out of the leaf. It's really fun.
It's very slow moving, but very rewarding if you have the patience for it.
Yeah, I would say if you have kids at home, I know a lot of families watch these kind of videos. It's a good summer project. If you get a nice window that's north or west or east facing, get a nice tin like this, fill it with cactus mix, put some propagated succulent leaves in there, and you can watch them grow over the summer with your kids. So kind of a fun thing to do there.
Next we have our ZZ leaves. We actually took these off of a ZZ plant branch. They're just regular old leaves. Again, you don't want ripped ones. You want them fully intact.
Nice and clean.
And these ones you want to shove in the soil.
Yeah, so that's the difference. The succulents you're going to lay on the surface. The ZZ leaves you're going to shove in the surface. You're going to plant them. And you're going to keep the soil very moist. This one, again, 1, 2, 3 times a day is not bad.
Very slow moving.
Oh yeah, this is if you do this, you're in it for the long haul, my friend. This could take upwards of 5 years to even get a tuber or even like any root. But I know people have done it, or I've read about people that have done it, and as long as they're green like this, the leaf is alive and it's doing something. So yeah, we won't see any growth or movement on this for about another year, maybe.
Roughly, yeah. As long as the leaves are green, you don't want to pull them out because you're going to keep ruining that process of it trying to grow its roots.
Now, that being said, we have taken out 2 of them because we have, I think, 7 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, we have 7 here. So we've taken out 2 of them at the month mark and 2-month mark just to see if anything's happening.
And there are little hairs growing, so
little roots are starting to go. So something's happening. So again, just stick the ZZ leaves in there, keep it moist, and you'll have eventually, 5, 10, 15 years, a plant. And this guy. I don't know what to do with this. So this is lettuce, and this has been like this since about the beginning of summer. We planted this in rock wool and kind of as an experiment for hydroponics, and it grew to this size outside in the sun,
but then it stopped.
It stopped. So
now there's algae in the bottom over here, so we don't know if that has anything to do with it.
Right.
But it's algae, so
I don't know. But yeah, you guys let us know. It's been watered regularly. I've had to fill up the water 1 time, and that was it since we brought it inside. It's not singed. I can feel it. I mean, it's a little, but not, it's still alive. So let us know what's up. We've got a fertilizer too, like Epsom salt and whatnot. So dunno, fam. Dunno.
Leave a comment below and let us know. Maybe you know why it's stagnated.
Right, exactly. So we have cleared the table, which means we don't have any more plants to show. I think we showed you all of our plants. Now, if this was summertime, we would be able to show you our deck, or a very small deck that we planted, where we fit another like 20 plants on there.
Over 20 plants.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. We had at one time almost 50-ish plants in this small 810 square foot apartment, so that was fun. And then we harvested though and gave it to our rats, so they enjoyed a nice meal. But yeah, so that completes our entire indoor houseplant tour video, and hope you guys enjoyed. So If you missed part 1, make sure you click here, or maybe it's over there, or
maybe down there.
There, or maybe there. Check out part 1, absolutely, and then subscribe here-ish. I know I put it here usually, so yeah, join us on our adventures, and we'll see you next time. Bye!